All right, people. We were working on the BRZ with Cyrus, Alyssa's stepdad, and we are fixing a very big issue with this car because there's something about the Adro body kit that just drives me insane. And that is right here. If you guys can see, behind the Adro bumper is complete nothingness because the stock OEM under tray does not work with this bumper. There is supposed to be a grill mesh here. It is on Alyssa's Pandem bumper right now temporarily, which I'm probably not going to take back because we already have the turbo kit on the way and the front mount intercooler is going to go right here anyway. For those of you who don't know, Cyrus is an engineer of sorts, so he's going to be able to help me solve this issue with an under tray that we are going to custom fabricate to the bumper to the car. So I'm really excited to erase this clearing down there. I know we're getting a front mount, but you'll still be able to see that under area in the bumper, and that just kind of drives me wild. So we're gonna mock something up, paint it, all that. We'll explain the plan here in a bit. Moving into the workshop here. This is Cyrus's, what year is this?
This is a 96.
96 Camaro.
When I was in the Army.
You bought this when you were in the Army?
Yes.
Wow.
It had side skirts.
I remember you were showing me the body kit.
It was good, but then, you know, life got caught up and the car that just sat around, and this is what happens when you let a car sit around.
Well, this is a project you'll get back to eventually. This will be fun. Alright, but today Cyrus is here to help me with my biggest issue with this car. Look at this. This just wiggles. Also, I feel like I get some instability from wind pushing up through here, the underside, like over 80 miles per hour. So hopefully a plate helps even that out. You want to give them a rundown of your game plan here?
Well, we're gonna jack it up.
Yeah.
We're gonna go just preliminary check out how it looks like under there. Any place where we can take advantage of any bolts. Then we're gonna take a piece of cardboard, cut out a template, go to the store, get another sheet metal, and then after that, I guess.
What do you want to cut it with?
Well, we have two options. We have we have jigsaws we can use. We also have grinder we can use. Just get the cutting wheel, and we can also use a circular saw. We can use a circular saw just as long as it's got a carbine blade. We even got that table saw to cut it down into something smaller so it's a cleaner look.
Damn.
So
that's fancy. Alright. Oh, it's pretty flat down here. So my thinking is to get a tray from here to this bolt, that bolt, and there's one more. Oh, is it missing?
The bolt here is missing, but it's fine.
I can take it from up top. I have an extra one sitting up top.
That's fine. We just have to find out. We take this bolt, we take it in, and we get another one. This is what I see. That needs to be made.
I agree.
You know. So now we need to find out this distance.
He's mathing this up.
This angle.
That's crazy.
This angle. And then the distance between here and here. The distance between here, 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 and here. Find out this, we'll have an idea. Once we find this, it's gonna be identical. Should be a mirror image. Once you figure this, and once you figure this, then it's easy to make the arc.
Right.
You know, or even straight. And then when we buy the sheet metal, we'll use this as the flat side from the factory.
Yeah.
Then we measure this off in the angle, and pretty much that's it. Okay, let's make a template based on these.
So you draw it on the ground.
Yeah, we're gonna.
So here's our measurements. He's got the degrees.
Yeah, we cut out the holes once the plate's done.
Yeah. That'll be easy.
We can even take the template and put the holes, or we can put the whole plate up there and then mark the holes. gonna be from here
Oh wow.
to here.
Yeah, that's, oh wow, that's perfect. That's perfect.
Makes sense?
Yeah, that looks
Just
so,
imagine it being black.
that's night and day. Yeah. Wow, okay. Sick. It's nice.
I think we stick with this and then utilize these holes.
Yeah, I agree. Because now that we're doing it under the lip and not in the bumper, those holes are still seen. I want to use them.
Yeah. And that'll cover those holes up.
For sure. Yeah. All right, people. It's as you can tell, it's a lot of hours later, but we have a sheet of metal cut out. Basically, off camera, we went to the store, bought the materials. Cyrus cut out this piece of metal from our template. And then we went to a local car meet that is a little bit more on the domestic side of things. So it was really refreshing to see the domestic car scene compared to the JDM. I gotta say, it's a lot less toxic over there, so it was kind of nice. But we are back now. We are going to finish up this install. Like I said, off camera, Cyrus did already cut out this metal from the template. We just used, you guys can use an angle grinder or anything like that if you guys are trying to make your own. But you guys saw the way he did it. He made a little template here. Designing what the shape should look like, and then he measured the dimensions and then drew it on the cardboard. I was originally going to tackle this myself, but I'm really glad I did not, because this is not something that I would have been able to figure out. But yeah, we're going to be marking the holes on here so that we can use the hardware we got in the spare holes that I have in here. So it should look really good. I can't believe we're already at this stage for paint. This has just been really cool to, you know, mock up, make a template, plan it out, cut it, drill it. It's just been a super fun process. And now it's time for paint. We got some primer and satin black. We're going to paint the top side but not the bottom, because the bottom is going to stay aluminum to match the aluminum oil pan on the bottom of the car. So while this dries, Cyrus is wanting to paint inside here because this is still gonna be an ugly color. So everything's gonna flow really nice. That looks crazy. That looks like 10 times better. Night and day. And then when you add the skid plate in there,
Yeah.
it's gonna be no more seeing the floor. I think it looks great. This is probably the best it could have come out. Holy crap.
Well, the thing is, you were there from beginning to end, and you know where we should adjust if you don't like the look or don't like the look.
Yeah.
You send it to some guy, your vision might not be the same vision.
It comes out different, yeah.
As yours.
This is perfect. So solid.
The plus is, look at this. Look at this. The
Wow.
plus. This was bouncing up and down.
Yeah, that's so rigid now.
Yeah, that was bouncing up and down.
Fuck. This makes me want to keep this body kit. This looks great.
Look at this. Remember I used to do this and the whole thing would shake?
Yeah.
Look at this.
Nothing.
It's not fucking shaking.
No
I
play.
used to do this. I used to make fun of you saying, what the fuck is this shit? Look at it now.
No play.
I'm confident that if a little kid could stand on it, like most car show, you know, little kid will stand on here, that it's gonna even stay up.
It's not gonna wiggle. Yeah, that's great. Glad we took our time with this. For the longest time, the bumper has just flopped around, and now it's very
my
solid.
Pet peeve, I do talk smack about it. It's such an expensive body kit, and just like the whole thing's doing
Wobbling. Because before, you know, you see right through to the ground. You're like, this looks
cheap.
Yeah, cheap body kit. Now it's like, now that's crazy. I love that. Cyrus is treating me to a car wash. He gonna help me make this thing not look so dirty. It's so bad. It's hard to look at. How did my car get this dirty?
We'll get it we'll get it as pretty as that one.
Whatever. That's a whole day job, not a quick wash. Cyrus's paint is perfect because he actually takes care of his car. Hopefully.
This is my garage clean. It's the 50th anniversary
Camaro.
edition.
Yes. And you guys know, one day we'll be getting something like this. Something we don't have to buy a $5,000 turbo kit and potentially blow the motor with.
$5,000 turbo kit just to get to where I'm at.
Not even. Not even. There you go, people. Dang. She's shining now. Again, thank you, Cyrus. This is night and day. Wow. It's so clean. It's like it could be from factory. So, what, it was about a day and a half of work. Wasn't too bad.
Could be a day, but we spent some time to go to a car show.
Yeah, and that was a really cool car show. I told him about how, like, the domestic car scene is much different than the JDM.
Yes.
It'd be a very interesting take to one day get a muscle car, get a Camaro or a Charger of some sort, and show the difference between the two car scenes. If I were to do that, I'd obviously keep the BRZ. I don't want to lose this car and everything we've done to it and everything we're going to do to it. If we could afford both, Camaro 1LE or wide body Charger or something, I think it'd be really fun to, you know, bring in both audiences and kind of show that they can coexist. That's kind of something that I've noticed in the car scene. There's a big distinction between the two. Yes, for all you JDM boys that hate the muscle cars, just drive a higher trim one. Don't go drive a base model. That's what's gonna sway your mind on it. Cyrus's 52 SS just really showed me that it's a luxury comfort sport vehicle that, like, you can get power without having to do a bunch of shit, and you're backed by companies that build the car for that reason, not like the BRZs, so that if something were to happen, they take care of you. And if you, like, look at the fine details, there's so much engineering that goes on in these cars that, you know, Subaru doesn't think of, but this one in particular just has a lot of features that I'm sure one day I'll review this car top to bottom and go over with it when we get closer to getting our own. So it might actually also be a smart business move to pull in two different audiences. Don't know what to tell you guys. Yep, but for today's video, we are all done with this. The bumper feels a lot more premium. The car looks a lot more well put together. Every meet I went to, people would walk up and look in there. They would squat down and, like, stare at the ground, and it was just so demotivating. For those of you who think Cyrus is just domestic and hates JDM, nope, he's got one right here, and this thing he spec'd out pretty well, with, you can see, with the roll bar, the light, the wheels, and then a lot of maintenance mods to keep it pretty.
Almost 250,000 miles, 250 miles.
Yeah, so he knows what's up when it comes to both ends of the party. And he's got a CRV, yeah, so he knows both ends of the party and appreciates them. That's why.
My reliable cars, my go fast fun car that's also reliable.
Right. So that's why we're able to coexist. He understands both parties, like I'm starting to learn now.
Import cars on a muscle crowd, Camaro crowd.
Oh yeah.
And they weren't hating on it.
Yes,
they were loving it.
Cyrus took a picture of the Risen team that we had posted with his car in the crowd of JDM cars. And literally every comment on that forum of Camaros of America was supportive about how, like, the JDM cars are really cool cars too. There was no hate or bashing towards us at all. And a lot of them actually came from JDM and I guess we could say evolved into muscle. But as for if we were to do the opposite of this, if I put a BRZ in the crowd of a bunch of American muscle, then the JDM people would probably talk a lot of shit about muscle cars because our car scene's a little toxic. There's definitely toxicity on both sides, but this might be a journey that I have to embark on, helping people.
That is a good topic.
Yeah, I want people to be more aware of the division between the car scenes.
That's a good topic that will stir the bucket.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think it'd be really interesting to get into a Camaro. I think that would make things really entertaining. We'll see. Hopefully maybe by the end of next year. That could be a goal for me. Well, this is fun. This is what do they say? With one thing comes another. So never stop dreaming, guys.